Students, in previous video we talked about the summary of the essay of Youth and Age, and it is written by Francis Bacon. Now I am starting to read it, or I am going to teach it with the text. So please open the text and try to read it with me, so you will be frequent with this. You will be able to understand it easily. Dear student, this essay is really very short, and in my previous video I have told you that it explains about the drawbacks and merits of youth and age, and how the combination of both may be helpful for us for any project for all of us. So let us read the text. It starts with a man that is young in years may be old in hours if he have lost no time. See students, the lines written by Francis Bacon are like maxims. Mean every line can be elaborated. Every line can every each line contains a greater meaning. It can be understood. It can be explained. It can be well described. So see how is the first line. A man that is young in years may be old in hours. Mean a person who is young in years, mean for so many since so many years he is like a young man, but he can be old in hours. How he can be old? Mean if he understand the things properly, if he has experience, if he has not wasted his time, so his experience or his understanding or his learning can make him old in hours. This is the meaning of this line. If he have lost no time, but that happens rarely. Generally, youth is like the first cogitations, not so wise as the second. For there is a youth in thoughts as well as in ages, and yet the invention of young men is more lively than of old, and imagination stream into their minds better, as it were more divinely. Now look, please. But they, but that generally rare. I mean, a person who is young, maybe older in hours, is very difficult. And generally youth is like the first cogitations, not so wise as the second. Mean is when we think about any idea, or when we think about anything, any project, any new idea comes in our mind, and at first whatever we get, youth is like that. I mean, we think over on something, and when we get the ideas after that, I mean after reconsideration, that ideas seems more mature, more efficient. But as youth is like a first cogitation, I mean, suddenly which comes in our mind, in that style youth works. Then for and yet in the invention of young men is more lively than that of old. But the young men are inventive. They have imaginations, and imagination stream into their mind better. So, and as it were more divinely, and youngers are more divinely, mean they are not polluted by the evils of world. I mean that their heart, their thoughts, their values are not polluted by the world, modern world. I mean as the person grows, he becomes more practical, we can say. जैसे कोई इनोसेंटली बात करता है, इनोसेंटली रहता है, उनके कहते हैं यार प्रैक्टिकल बात क्या करें, ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिकल नहीं. एंड व्हाट इज मीनिंग ऑफ द प्रैक्टिकल? मीन हाउ टू अचीव आवर टारगेट, दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ द प्रैक्टिकल थिंग. मीन it is assumed like that. It doesn't mean that if a person who is practical, mean he will deceive someone or something, but he knows how to achieve his targets, how to complete the things in any way. So youngers are not so. They are honest, they are they have pure human heart, they have pity, they have kindness, and they don't want to achieve the things by hook and crook. That is the thing there. And then natures that have much heat and great and violent desires and perturbation are not ripe for action till they have passed the meridian of their years, as it was with Julius Caesar, Septimius Severus, and of the latter of whom it is said, he passed a youth full of errors yet of madness. I mean, he says that the youth, nature that have much heat and great and violent desires, mean you youngers are full of energy, and their energy, their maturity level, or their quick expression doesn't change till they don't have passed meridian, half of the age. And he has given some examples here, that like with some names are there: Septimus Severus and Julius Caesar. These are the people who were very energetic, but they made the mistakes. And then, but reposed nature may do well in youth, as it is seen in Agatha, Comus, Dugo, Florence, Gaston de Fox. These were the examples who did well in youth, but later on the other side, heat and vivacity is an excellent combination for business. And he says that energy, heat and vivacity, energy and activeness is good for new business. So young men are fitter to invent than to judge. So he says that the young people are fitter, more appropriate to invent, to do new things, than to decide, than to evaluate the things, which is wrong or which is right. They are more appropriate to do the things, to do the new things. That is about it. So यंगर्स जो हैं उनमें एनर्जी होती है, उनमें कल्पना शक्ति ज़्यादा होती है, और वो मन से अच्छे होते हैं, क्योंकि दुनिया की जो जिसको अपन ये कहें कि व्यवहारिकता, जिसको कहें अपन, दुनिया की कूटनीति से परे होते हैं, तो वो एक गॉड के नज़दीक माने जाते हैं। और ये जो है वो क्या कह सकते हैं, पॉजिटिव साइड है यंगर्स की। और दूसरी बात कहें तो यंगर्स किसी भी नए बिजनेस के लिए बहुत ही उपयुक्त होते हैं। ये यंगर्स की पॉजिटिव चीज़ें उन्होंने बताई है बेकर ने। ओके, एंड नाउ वी कम टू द older people, that for the experience of age in things that fall within the compass of it, direct them, but in new things about them. The errors of young men are the ruin of the business, but the errors of aged men amount but to this, that more might have been done or sooner. तो ये जो है कहना है कि द यंगर्स vivacity and energy and fast quick decision without thinking much may be the cause of failure of any established business. But young men in the content manners of action embrace more than they can hold, strive more than they can quite, fly to the end without consideration of the means and degrees, pursue some few principles which they have chanced upon absurdly. Many times youngers are not much worried about how the things are going to happen. They think they take everything easy. How the things will be taken, or how they will solve the problems, or how the whole process will be completed. They are not worried about the things and means and sources. So if a business which has been already in good condition, and if it is given to the young men, they might make it, they might bring it to a ruin. So again he says that there, that use extreme remedy, and with that he compares the drawbacks. These are the drawbacks of the youngers, and now he compares the drawbacks of olders. And what are their drawbacks? That which draws unknown inconveniences. And see, look, double air. Okay, let me read please. Now, men of age object too much. The people who are older, they don't readily become agree, they don't accept the changes easily, and consult too long. Before doing anything, they discuss it again and again. They think over the thing again and again, and adventures too little. For the new things they are not ready to do. Repent too soon, and if anything goes wrong, they become sad, or they become hopeless very soon. And then seldom drive business home to the full period, but content themselves with the mediocrity of success. And whatever is done, they give the credit to themselves. So these are the drawbacks of these are the drawbacks of older. So in this paragraph, we came to know that youngers also have some drawbacks, and olders also have some drawbacks. Youngers are जो यंग लोग जो हैं वो they think so quick, they take the decision quick, they are so this may ruin the business. और वो कभी एंड के बारे में बहुत जल्दी सोच लेते हैं, कार्य कैसे कंप्लीट होगा उसके बारे में नहीं सोचते हैं। तो ये जो इनकी कमी है यंगर्स की, वो बिजनेस को, जमे हुए बिजनेस को नुकसान पहुंचा सकती है। लेकिन वो जो उत्साही होते हैं, एनर्जेटिक होते हैं, कल्पनाशील होते हैं और हृदय से अच्छे होते हैं, उनको ईश्वर के नज़दीक माना जाता है, इसलिए ये उनकी पॉजिटिव सेट है। जबकि ओल्डर की जो नेगेटिव सेट है वो ये है कि वो किसी चीज़ को बार बार सोचते हैं, नई चीज़ को तुरंत नहीं मानते, अपनी गलतियों को भी स्वीकार करने में उनके लिए समस्याएं हैं, और वो किसी भी चीज़ के लिए जो कुछ भी कार्य करते हैं उसको क्रेडिट अपने आप को देने में भी ज़्यादा वो तत्परता दिखाते हैं। और ये सभी कमी उनकी ओल्डर्स की। तो ओल्डर्स और यंगर्स की जो कमी है और अच्छे ही हमने देखी, एंड हाउ कैन बी बेनिफिटेड the combination of both we will read in next audio.